What's up, everybody? Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. We're starting things off with a ship that pretty much doesn't really need any introduction. I mean, it kinda does, because it's not the official one, but it's basically the E Enterprise. It is kind of cool, though. They labeled this as the NCC-2018 Sovereign class. Or, wait, is that just spelled wrong? Or is it actually a different... I might be saying it wrong. Nope, the description says Sovereign class. I just alt-tabbed and checked. So that might just be a little bit of a spelling error in the projector part. And one thing to note, this is entirely vanilla, which is really, really unbelievable to me. This is actually done with projectors, it seems. I believe. Can I stand here? I can. Yeah, so you can walk right through this. So, I think, am I walking through it or am I walking on it? I'm through it. Okay, so it is a projector. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's also using half blocks, which is neat. But yeah, really, really cool ship. Especially blown away when I found out it was a vanilla build, because I know they've added ramps and stuff. Actually, what is going on here? This is this glass? Oh, it's glass. They used it for trim coloring. That's pretty slick. So yeah, I know that the game has vanilla ramps and stuff. You know, they've added the corner ramps and things like that, but I've never seen somebody actually do this cool of a design, really, or this accurate of a ship design for like Star Trek or something, and keep it vanilla. It's really, really cool. There's a connection, like docking port area over here with an airlock, I assume. Not sure what this is for exactly, other than it looks awesome. But let's check out the exterior a little bit. This, I want to know how they did. I want to know how this was done. Okay, so first off, it's round armor slopes, but where's this fog glow come from? I want to know. Again, I thought it was really cool until I realized that it's vanilla, and I was like, wait, where? How? Who? What? And to be honest, I still don't know. I'm guessing spotlights, but I don't know. I don't see anything, but that glow it's just epic to me. That glow is awesome. I don't know how they did it. But yeah. I'm tempted to poke a hole just to see if I can find a spotlight or something. That's the only thing I know of that'll cast that kind of glow. It is a spotlight. Is it behind all of them? Yeah. Wow, that's an awesome effect, though, like, especially in the dark, when you're on more of the darker side. Look at it! Oh, that's so cool. So freaking cool. But yeah, very, very well done. I haven't even looked at the inside all that much. Just the outside alone was enough for me to showcase this one, because they just did such a great job for a vanilla build to be this accurate, because it like from a distance it straight up just looks like the E. I guess the only exception, if I was being nitpicky, would be that maybe the pylons should be a little bit more elongated and like curved back a little bit more. That's like my only complaint, and that's a nitpick. But this dish and everything, ugh, it's just awesome. They just did a great job. It's just awesome. I don't see any kind of access points up here, so I guess we're going to have to use that main door under here somewhere. There you are. Ooh. I am getting a little bit of a frame rate hit, I think. This is a big ship, so be warned. If you have a weaker system, it might have a problem with it. Looks like my sim speed's taking the hit, not my frame rate. I love the use of the projectors here, though. That's awesome. Because typically, to do lettering and stuff, a lot of people end up just using the lettering mod, which you know, it wouldn't hurt, but if you're trying to keep it vanilla, it's hard to do lettering. So the building it somewhere and then creating a projection works really well. Tribute to Star Trek. I mean, I'm fairly sure everybody figured that one out. Good to note it to be sure, just in case. M4, I don't know what this does. Probably opens this door or the other door? No? It's probably doing something. Actually, you know what interests me is this a texture? No, they used periods and the question. Okay, because it actually does kind of look like a little star setup. I don't know what those buttons are for. They're not opening anything. We have a panel readout there, but I can't figure out... Okay, it looks like it's just decorative coding. Or, I mean, decorative text. I don't actually see anything, really. I also want to note, the lighting in here is pretty cool, but again, that flickering is just all the stuff that needs to get fixed in the lighting. I really want to know what this does. Oh, there we go. We got one of them to open. Now they open. Alright, so we didn't go back and see where the other area went yet. I'm wondering if this is supposed to be like a starry window. Either that or it's brainwashing the crew. Not really sure. Looks like average crew quarters, nothing fancy for the average crew member. Lights that flicker on and off, combined with the starry window. Definitely trying to brainwash people. Alright, so this is probably just all going to be crew quarters. Let's see what's back here. Ooh! Alright, so we got info readouts over there. I'm guessing this is like a war room. Wow, the light flickering is so bad on this one for some reason. Like I said before, if it wasn't very obvious, if you're just tuning in sort of thing and haven't been keeping up with the game, that's an engine glitch, not a build glitch. That's something that's just been plaguing the game for months now. I don't know what this does. ZLEDG. I don't see anything happening. Okay. But it does have a very nice view off the aft area of the ship, but I'm thinking this is probably considered a war room, or a conference room, or whatever. I admittedly haven't actually watched a lot of the stuff on the E recently, so I'm a little rusty on the E's layout. Ergo, not the resident expert to be nitpicking the internal layout of the ship. Looks like there's some empty rooms. There was nothing in the description actually at all, so I don't know if this is considered a work in progress, or if this is just empty rooms for, basically for you to build with when you download the ship. Because some builders do like to leave empty rooms. Okay, where's this going? I'm just leaving all the airlocks open, I don't care. Cryo chambers. Is there a way up through here? There is. Cool. Oh, that just leads up to more cryo chambers. Alright. Wow. My speeds are getting a little sluggish over here for some reason. And I am going to try, moving forward, starting with this episode and stuff, I'm going to try and do a little bit more smoother camera work with the mouse and stuff. Ooh, medbay? I'm thinking medbay. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be cool. Check this out. If this is what I think it is. Push the button. There we go. Yes! It's like an MRI scanner thing. It can scan your body. Oh, that's so cool. And then it goes back. Does it stop there? Is it like a one-off scan, or does it keep going? It's a one-off scan. That's so cool, though. I love it. I love it. It's so great. I love ingenuity with games like this, where you're all given the same tools, and some people just come up with really creative stuff. I really like these tables, by the way. This is, again, using that 5x5 glitch, I was going to say glitch, trick that we saw a couple episodes back. It seems to be coming seems to be becoming a mainstay. But that's a really cool table design. It's like an LED or LCD screen with, looks like a couple of ramps on, or a 2x1 ramp on the edge, and then a couple blocks in the middle with some corners to give it some offset kind of thing, and then some LED lights or LCD screens with lights. Actually, what is this? Corner LCD flat top. Okay, and it's on a small grid, so it looks like a little interior light. Cool. This is neat as well. Ooh, this is really cool. This is really cool. Ooh, wrong button. Sorry. I was trying to go to a walk so I could move around a little bit smoother. That's really neat. So we've got another 5x5 grid with the circular or rounded blocks. We've got a couple interior lights going up to a rotor that then holds another block combination to hold a bigger LCD screen. That's pretty cool, and I'm assuming when I click this it turns it off or it rotates it. Oh, it rotates it. You guys know how much I love spinny things. Oh, is that as far as it spins? Oh well. It's still really cool though. Yeah, so definitely medbay. I love the MRI type tables. Where's this lead? Alright, so this brings us back out here. Looks like we're in red alert mode or something. We've got a readout panel here. A doorway, which I'm assuming goes up to, like, the bridge. But yeah, I had a couple people comment on an episode or two ago that, kind of I was moving all over the place with the mouse and it was kind of like, woo. So I'll try and do a little bit better, a little more smooth, so I'm not making quite as quick jerk of a turn kind of thing. This is probably the map room, I'm thinking. Maybe? Ooh, there's a button. Let's see what this button does. Oh, that's probably for the door. Actually, never mind. I'm thinking this is like the map room or something, but I don't actually see a projection. What is that block? Oh, the whole thing is a wheel. I was looking at the... Never mind. Don't mind me. I just work here. Okay, so before we go up any further, let's see what goes around on the sides. Let's see what that does over here. So we've got another longer hallway here. Material factory. Ooh. So this is all your processing stuff, looks like. I mean, in Star Trek it's probably just a replicator, but in Space Engineers we actually need a factory. That's another door there. Again, another empty section. It's possible that it's just for user customization. I see the sensors over here, but I don't know what they're for. They're not really triggering when I walk by, I don't think, so I'm not really sure what those are for. Possibly, I don't know, sound, maybe? Like if it was a red alert or something. Another empty area. Lots of empty space, actually, if you were wanting to take the main ship and then add your own kind of interior to it. There's a lot of space for it. Again, I didn't see anything on the title or the description that tagged it as a work in progress, so I'm assuming it's just empty extra space. This must be like the 10 forward kind of area, I imagine. With, I don't know, this must, maybe the bar back here? Possibly. I'm thinking. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the starry texture thing since there isn't actual windows there. It's kind of like a pseudo window. Alright, so let's see. I think all these were empty spaces, so let's see if we can make our way back to that upper section, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're back over here, and we have two options, essentially. We can go up this way, which I'm assuming is going to head to the bridge-ish, and then we have another area over here. Let's check out this one first. We have a programmable block and a stairway. Please tell me this stairway doesn't lead up to where the elevator would have gone. Alright, so this is in kind of just an empty area. I wonder where the... Oh, it leads back to a hangar. So this is going to be like your shuttle bay kind of thing. And then I imagine the next stairway leads up to the command room for said shuttle bay. Nothing on that side. Yep. Alright. So here we basically have, I'm assuming, a hangar door control. And you could launch out a shuttle or captain's yacht or whatever it is. Forget which one it was on the E. I think it was the yacht. Really don't recall. It might have actually had both. It might have actually had a shuttle and a yacht. Because I feel I just watched Nemesis not too long ago, and I feel like they had an actual shuttle, but I feel like the E also came with the yacht thing. Alright, again we have a sensor, but I'm not really sure what it's for. I'm guessing this is kind of the jetpack turbo lift, which leads to Battle Bridge? This might be the Battle Bridge. I don't know if this is supposed to be the main bridge or not. There was another area we didn't explore. Oh, the sensors for the door, you dummy. There was an area we didn't explore, I think, back over this way, because we came down and then up through the airlock doors. Or airtight hangars. So let's go back this way. I think it was somewhere around here. So we came through this area, but we didn't... Did we go this way? Oh, this is where we came from. This is the main airlock. Okay, so that is the bridge. Okay, one thing credit where credit's due I have to give, which I think is really, really cool, is when you get in the captain's seat, there's nothing on the hotbars, which is kind of cool, because it really shouldn't have been too much, because they were always dictating the orders. And when you come over here, which was helm, there's the jump drives and cameras, but nothing else. And then when you go over here, which I think, ops, I think this was ops, then you have the jump drives, cameras, remote control for something. Autopilot, and then you have the antenna, the ore detector, the missile launchers. Oops, what are these for? Attach and detach. Not sure I want to mess with those because I don't know what they're attaching and detaching. But let's tab out here and let's check out the speed. So it accelerates not too bad, moves pretty darn good for the size of the ship. Again, you can see down in the bottom right corner the readout of the weight of the ship, so it's pretty heavy. But it moves pretty good. I like it. Now, as for... Oh, they're fire once things, I guess. So we have the torpedoes out the front and the torpedoes out the back. Of course they're torpedoes, they're not missiles. And they are supposed to be quantums, so we'll have to fire them really quickly. But overall, really awesome ship. I also like the radar dish down here, too. Excuse me, deflector dish. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so in stark contrast, we have another big name ship. The Star Destroyer Victory I or 1 class ship. Now this is yet another one that really impressed me, because although it does have a mod, it's the ramp mod, which is really not that big of a deal. It's like one thing, you know, but the rest of it is all done in vanilla. All the weapons, all the mechanics, everything like that. It just adds some extra ramp dimensions. But, oops, wrong button. But, one of the best Star Destroyer builds I've ever seen in terms of detail, realism, that kind of thing, and proper shape and everything like that is really, really, really well done. really love this ship. So we had two really amazing, iconic ships this episode. I just couldn't resist. They were. I really actually had a hard time this episode picking the ships. Oh, they even did like grooves and stuff. That's so cool. The paneling for this is really intricate too. Like the fact that it's at an angle means it's on a rotor somewhere. But then they've got these like cutout groove sections, which have to be half blocks. Yep, half blocks in between regular full blocks, I suppose, which is a really interesting way to do all that. And as you can see, it's fully decked out with greebles. Again, my new favorite word. But yeah, I actually had a really difficult time picking builds this week because there was actually a lot of really, really good ones that it was hard to just narrow it down to 3. There was quite a few of them that I actually was really going back and forth. Should I do this one? Should I do that one? I don't know. It was really tough. So I settled on these because you see a lot of Star Destroyers and Enterprises and stuff like that, and they're decent. They're pretty good. I mean, they're probably even better than like what I would do, so I can't complain or criticize too much. But they just lack a little something. They don't quite look right. And then you come along with something like this, that even these radar or these shield generator dish areas are really spot on. I mean, from a distance, these look like they came out of the movie, kind of thing. So yeah, that's really, really well done on this. Like, it's a combination of slopes, 2x1 slopes, and just random placement to give it more texture to where it's a little asymmetrical. It's not random, but not always the same. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Good stuff. Really good stuff. And I like how they even added this front panel here of small ship blocks that comes out from down here, looks like. Yep, comes off of that rotor. Oh, now that's an interesting way to do it. It looks like close to an inverted of what we've seen before. It's hard to get in here, but yeah, it's like an inverted 5x5 panel to where it's vertical now. That's or horizontal. That's interesting. Keeps it nice and snug to the rest of the build. But anyways, to add the extra triangular window thing, really nice touch. Very, very cool. Now, as for a door, in all this stuff, there's a control panel. Nope, no door. It's Hodor's brother is Nodor. Seriously though, there's got to be one in here somewhere. Maybe on the bottom. There's always a hanger on the bottom. Oh, I hadn't even looked at the bottom. What a dummy. Are my lights on? There they are. So we got that infamous orb on the bottom that I'm pretty sure nobody knows what it does. We've got thrusters. Man, this just is so spot on. We've got even a TIE interceptor on the front, and then like hanger. Oh, this ship is awesome. Look at this. It comes complete with its own TIE fighter. Oh, the window's a projection? It's a wheel. It's a wheel with a projection to make it look like glass. That's clever. Very clever. And it's using a merge block down at the end of a rotor, so you could just detach the rotor head or the merge block. Interesting. But again, even the TIE fighters here are vanilla with the exception of the ramp mod. I don't even know if the ramp mod's used on the TIE fighters or not. That's so crazy. They used LCD panels to do a really slick tile floor. Oh, that's cool. How come I've never thought of that before? Oh, that works so well. That's awesome. Now, my only thing is, how do you get to this TIE interceptor hangar over here? I mean, obviously you can fly in from a jetpack. Okay, there's a little catwalk section here. But how do you get here? I'm not seeing a doorway or anything. Interesting. I'm not really sure how you're supposed to get in here. Because this just leads to a wall. Oh well. I guess you can always take a jetpack. Alright, so let's see. Oh, nice. They used the blast door blocks as an actual blast door. Now, if I were a control panel for said door, where might I be? There's also... I was wondering if these passageways would end up going anywhere. Or not, like an upper catwalk. Apparently not. Huh. Huh. Alright. So this seems kind of isolated at the moment. Might need to find a, I might kind of have to go through the floor and jury-rig this. Give me just a minute. Alright, so as it turns out, you're not supposed to get that door to move because there's nothing on the other side. It leads to the guts of the ship. It's a little bit more of an exterior build, and there's a, from what I can tell, there's a bridge and there's the hangar, but that's also why there's no real clear path to get to and from the hangars, is because it's not actually connected to anything. So I found this door, which is the one I'm assuming you're supposed to use to get into the bridge, and apparently that's pretty much, based on the screenshots that I've seen, that's pretty much the interior. So this is kind of cool. It kind of calls back to the classic Empire of all the peons are down here kind of thing, and then you have your command people up here. We have the blueprint hologram readout thing here, and we've got some control observatory type areas over here. And then this is what? What do you do? Lights for the bridge and turret. Oops. Let's just do that. So, I do need to find the primary flight seat. I'm gonna guess it's one of these. That's turret control. More turret control. Maybe it doesn't matter. Gatling turret control. Ah, here we go. Alright, so we're looking at engines, timer for the wing. Oh, this is cool. Turrets, antenna, and rocket launchers. Now, this has one really cool feature. I don't know if this is actually part of the lore of the ship, because this is actually, if you read the description, it is a class of ship that was used in the Clone Wars and stuff like that, as well as the Galactic Empire and Rebels and all that. So it's not your traditional Star Destroyer from, like, the movies kind of thing, where you have the huge or the superstar destroyers or anything like that. You can kind of tell from the nose here. The main ones have that hammerhead bridge. This one kind of has a little bit of a nose. It's kind of a dead giveaway. So I can't remember with this particular class of ship whether or not this is accurate, but it's so freaking cool. And that is you can open the wings before firing a broadside barrage. What? Which is just awesome. I love it. I love it so much. Alright, so now if we have our missile selected, you get this full broadside bombardment. So, again, never be on the sides of this ship. Because, like, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that would just melt stuff with that many missiles firing at you at one time. But I love it. You guys know me. I like all the mechanical, rotating whatnots. It's all really cool stuff. Now for movement, I do kind of want to wait for that to lock back in. That looks good. So for movement, again, actually this is kind of cool. All the thrusters are kind of like internal, and then these are just blue LCD screens to give you that engine look. Accelerates pretty good. Turning is actually really good. I don't know how much you'd actually want to do that with the ships and stuff locked in down here. I probably broke something. I heard something clang around a little bit. So, yeah. Overall, I really am impressed with the movement of this ship and the acceleration and stuff. It's really, really nice. But with that, let's move on to the last one. Alrighty, so last but not least is surprisingly not a ship from Stargate. I was going with Star Trek, Star Wars, just seemed natural to go with another one. But no, this is actually the Opalescence, I believe is how you would say this. And I apologize if I end up looking into the sun on this one. I tried to place it in a way where you could really see all the color, and when it was like this on the light side, you don't see it as well. So I kind of placed it in a way where the sun's down over there, and I'll probably end up looking at it quite often. But really, really cool ship. It's a luxury liner, so I wouldn't expect it to have a ton of firepower or anything to that extent, but it has some really, really, really interesting design to it, and like both exterior and interior. I love these little glass bubbles or windows. They're kind of like the I'm guessing observation or just glass ceilings type of thing. Really cool, but the shape of the hull is really neat. I'm kind of thinking that had to have taken a lot of work to do that. Do that kind of like odd. I don't really even know what the proper word to describe it is, because it's very like almost tendrily, which is not the right word, but it's kind of one of those where it's not a full hull. It's like a lot of lines, a lot of grooved, very grooved. Let's go with that. Let's go with that one. It's a very grooved style. It's groovy. Somebody was gonna say it. I could feel it. Somebody was out there typing it right as I said it. It's a groovy ship, but in a cool way, not a cheesy 70s groovy. Like an actual cool. But yeah, I love yachts. I love the luxury style ships as opposed to. Who doesn't love a good battleship? But there's something cool about the idea of floating through space in like a cruise ship. That would just be, if you have to go to space, why not go with like the buffet, hot tub cruise liner kind of thing. I'm actually going to try and leave my lights off for this one to show off, because there's a lot of lighting going on here. This is crazy. I don't know what the heck's going on here, but there's some blast door building block voodoo happening over here to give it this really, really cool texture. And then a lot of point lights, or interior lights with different height. It's just cool. It's just cool. I feel like that could sum up this ship. It's just cool. So obviously this is like the buffet banquet-ish type area. Or dining area, whatever you want to call it. Again, love the glass ceilings. I just think it's one of those like... on a cruise ship, you get the open skies. On a spaceship, you get the open skies, but, you can't just leave it open, so it's really cool. We got, a fireplace. Check this out. I feel like I'm moving really fast. I'm going to try and turn my walking on, because this is I don't have to scale the whole ship in, 2 seconds. Now this looks like a pool/hot tub to moi, which is really cool, complete with a pool bar or something. I love that. That right there, that little squiggly decorative area. It's like probably supposed to be like swans or something. I don't know, but that's really cool. Very, very decorative. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it a lot. So yeah, let's go forward for now, and we'll work our way back up towards the top of the ship. The use of the blast door blocks is very creative. I can't say I've seen this kind of implementation before, where it almost takes on this modern look to it. Ooh, this is cool. This is one of those few ships where the flickering probably works in its favor, because it makes it look like it's supposed to be like a disco. And surprisingly, it's not flickering too bad. Of all ships. This looks like a dance floor to me. I like the use of the blast door blocks to give it some different texture. That's pretty cool. You got your DJ, it looks like, up over there. Maybe. Bridge door. Bridge? Wait a minute. This is the bridge? This is definitely a party ship if this is the bridge. And I'm not really expecting too much from the bridge controls and stuff, because it's, again, there's not like main cannons and all that kind of stuff. I really can't get over the lighting fixtures. Like, not even the color, but just the fixtures of doing this scattered, staggering interior light fixture. That had to take a lot of work. It's really, really cool. And I do like this effect with the spotlight underneath the incomplete catwalk, which gives you this kind of mist. That's pretty cool. I mean, honestly, this ship in and of itself is kind of a lesson in lighting. You can, like, there's a ton of different lighting setups going on. It makes it really cool. What do we got going on here? Okay, we have a bed. Ooh, that's a cool bed. It's a neat setup. Nice. Cool bed. Very nice view. I don't think you would get a better view. That would be kind of cool. Like, if this was years down the road and we just knew the glass wouldn't break and it was totally safe and you wouldn't get sucked out in the middle of the night, which is that's a terrible way to go in the middle. Well, actually not. It's probably not that bad, actually. You'd be half asleep. But yeah, that would be cool to just wake up and look out in the morning and you just, like, the stars are right there. That'd be super cool. Oh, I even missed this one. So they got like a lounge couch thing with a table that just jumps right off into the pool. That's pretty awesome. I'm not sure what this is. We're going to go with modern art because I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. Alright, so now we go this way. Ooh, what do we got going on here? We get a view of the ship's systems. Now this is something I need to get better at, is doing internal facing thrusters so you don't get the thruster flare when you're building ships. That's a really cool move. I've seen it used more frequently lately. Alright, so we've got these stairs. Where are we going? Ooh, an observatory. I was going to say observation lounge, and it all just kind of got jumbled up. So an observatory. And then you can kind of see the inner guts of the ship back there. So you never want to see a fire looking through this window over there. That would be bad. I can't think of a scenario where that would be a good thing. Amazing view, though. Once again, you guys know how much I love glass domes and stuff. It's like one of my favorite things in sci-fi builds and stuff is the Subnautica, where you could just be underwater with a glass dome over your head and just see everything swimming around. Space is no different. Still really cool. So the back area is going to be more of the mechanical area of the ship. Because I was thinking it would have, there was more to go see. Ooh, wait. Is this where we came in? Maybe? Probably. Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe? Oh, no it's not. So, maintenance. That's what this is. This is the maintenance area, I'm assuming. Alright. Ooh. This is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome. Oh, I thought that was open like this over here. I was like, why can't I go further down? Wow. And then we've got some kind of glass piece there. Jump drives are there. I don't see any other sections that you should be able to access, so I'm guessing that's all there is in terms of the interior, but really, really cool. Very, very different. It works really well. I do love the color palette, though. It definitely seems like a party boat. So yeah, let me double check this up here, because I thought I saw another glass section. There is glass here, but it must just be for show and for protection kind of thing, but not actually another room or section kind of thing. Alright, so once again, I got a pretty good response from you guys in the last episode for what ship wanted to be dissected next. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and put a poll right about now. And feel free to check out or cast your vote on which one you'd like to see taken apart and looked at in a reverse engineered, more dissected look in the next episode of the dissection series. And with that, I think we're going to wrap things up here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.